We are not antagonistic to any group, but we must show that we are human beings too.
That's right.
And that there is nothing they can do that we cannot do. Our father, Chief Aula, used to say, we can do whatever any other group of people in the world can do. As a young man, I believe that very strongly. I think we have now come to the point at which we must go back to it in a very strong and dedicated manner. We want to be a nation that is as strong and well organized and highly respected in the world.
That's right.
And that is able to take its own decisions that will not be easy for anybody from outside to come and twist around. We must begin to lay the foundation now. And that's where the whole question of an ideology comes in. This is a historic struggle. That's right. It's a struggle not only to free the Yoruba people, but to help the Yoruba people to lead the black world in a direction that will give dignity and respect to the black man in the world.
So what we are doing is not just for Yoruba alone, it's for the entire black race, as Alana has pointed out. But to be able to do that, we have to rally all the Yoruba in the world. And we have to be conscious of the fact that there are Yoruba people in Brazil who may not be as dark-skinned as you and I are, Mayogun,
yes, sir,
but who are very proud of that Yoruba identity. We have to carry them along. We have to bring them on board. That is very crucial. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Then I'll go to Alana. Here we are. Maybe you are the right person to even talk about galvanizing and then, encouraging all the Yorubas and those who have the Yorubas interest at that, right? To what? To concentrate their energy, their resources genuinely towards what can really bring about that Yoruba nation. Baba, if you have to put it in your own words, right? How do we do that?
Yes, we are, as I said, we are a very strong nation.
Yes, sir.
And from time to time, individuals arise among us who exemplify that strength. It's very good for the Yoruba nation. Actually, I interviewed an old man in 1963 when I was doing my research for my PhD thesis. In 1963, I was interviewing a group of chiefs in Ikino. And they told me, they asked me, have you interviewed the Yoruba? So I went to interview him. I interviewed him for 3 days. And one of the things he said to me that has stuck in my mind, that has guided my steps in attending to the affairs of the Yoruba nation is this. So we Yoruba were made from the beginning to be a great nation. That's right. No matter what happens, we can never become a small nation. God, Olodumare, has arranged, has our earliest ancestors entered into a contract with Olodumare, so that there are people who are lined up to come into the Yoruba nation at critical moments in the history of the Yoruba nation. When it looks as if the Yoruba nation is sleeping or suffering or whatever, then they will pop up and they will lead the Yoruba nation far forward. And they will never, there are so many that they will never cease coming. Sometimes there may be two together. Often you may not even recognize them, but they will keep coming. Sometimes the gap between one and the next one may be very long, maybe years or decades. But when the time comes for somebody to come and wake the Yoruba nation up, that one we can. That is the secret of the power of the Yoruba nation. We can never become, no matter what anybody may, all of these things that they're doing in Nigeria cannot make the Yoruba become a small nation. It's not going to happen. We are going to be right there in the forefront in the world at all times.